Good morning, I'm Lynn. This is Arnie. Ah! He caught a rat. Poor little guy. Not in the new traps. Oh, sweetie. Isn't he cute? Anyway, welcome to another day at Ewetopia Farms. Today we check up on the newborn lambs. We feed hay to the barns. We also check up on the pregnant sheep. We're going to have a look at the fall lambs, and then we're going to have a little talk about the old dairy barn. Let's get started. Buddy's fed. Tommy's fed. No more lambs again. That means we're going to be having a big flurry when they do start. You kind of like them to go little by little instead of huge spurts. But this morning I see all three of the triplets have discovered the cave under the feeders. And two of them just snuggled up, and it looks like this guy's gonna cozy in there too. Oh, see? Already he's gonna little scratch it up to make it a little fluffier. Well, there we go. I need room, buddy. I need room. At least when they have three of them in the pen, when the cold weather like this, they can all snuggle up. But we don't have all day to watch that one getting cozy. We'll have a look at how Mom and her two little ones are in the big pen, and I see she's getting a drink. And while she's doing that, one of the lambs is going to sneak a drink too. She's doing really well as a first-time mom, you see. You just have to be a little more patient with some first-timers, because of course it's all new. But she's got it mastered now. Arnie said no one was lambing, but in the Suffolk barn right now I can hear a sound that sounds like lambing. Hi, Scotty. Hi, Scotty. Is there someone lambing in here, or are they just hungry? Who's making that noise in here? Well, I don't see anyone offhand, but they're all gathered around the feeder and stuff. I'll have a real close look when I walk in here, because I swear I heard that. Who is that making that noise? And it could be all about food. But they have a certain baa they make when they're going into labor. But I'm guessing it might be about food. Are you guys just all really, really hungry? Hey? Is that the case? Well, it's coming. Oh, our ram pen looks drastically reduced since we sold all those rams. Hi, Ferdinand. Hi, Hannibal. Hi. Hello. What are you guys doing in that cluster? I don't know why they're all over here on the wellhead. So we're going to feed the Suffolk ewes, and this will give me a chance to notice or see if anybody is actually going into labor, but I think they knew they were getting food. So he's just throwing out all the stalks and stuff for bedding, and we're going to roll out a fresh bale. Here's the routine. I'm standing blocking these ewes from running out of the barn as Arnie brings in the hay bale to plop into the feeder here. Watching and I had a ewe try to deke by me. Don't be smart. You make me look bad. So as Arnie unrolls this hay for these girls, we're going to do a quick scan of udders and making sure that nobody's lambing, making sure everyone comes up to the feed trough. Ben, don't do it. Okay, so here we go. On the fluffy white one, I can't see an udder because she's too fluffy. For the first three, definitely. First three Suffolks, that is. The fifth one there is just starting to form an udder, so she's a ways off, but it's there. But there's another tight one. This one's starting to form. Another one, another. Okay, so this one in the middle there, that's the only one I can't visibly see sign of an udder. And this one here, the one in the middle. Udder. There's the floozy. Looks like an udder to me. Okay, everyone on this side's good. They're all eating. Just clean this drinker, but he got some straw in there, so we'll clean that out quickly. Everyone appears to be in the trough too. This girl I'm not seeing sign of an udder on, but everyone else I am. Don't see anything there. Maybe not this one. Can't tell. If they've got longer wool by their back end, it's harder to tell for sure. I'm thinking 80% have obvious udders. The rest are still quite a ways off. He's shoveling out the old hay in the Dorset pen too. These are the ones that have way more udder development in general. So these are the most imminent groups. We're just visiting some of the Dorset ewes right now. This one came up for a little pet. She's got a tattoo with an H in her ear. So this should be your second lambing. Excuse me, yes, that's you. That is you. Yeah, you're very, very pretty. You are, you're very lovely. There you go, go get your food. Hi, how can we not love your face? You couldn't get more lovely than that. Okay, you're proving us wrong. You're lovely too. And look at that belly, sweetheart. That's monstrous. Hi. You're already chewing your cud, and the food hasn't even arrived yet. Maybe you just can't be bothered because you got enough in your belly already. Okay, so now we can see what these guys are doing. This one at the back was laying down. So I'm gonna watch her for a second, make sure she's not up to anything. There she goes. Well, you're gonna go eat too? Oh, that one's limping for some reason. That's why she was laying down. Hi. Hi. There, you're beautiful. You are. And you're very, very beautiful too. You guys are really nice. Really nice. This Texel girl's got a huge belly and a huge udder on her. This one does too. Hi, you look like you're gonna have a lot of babies soon. And you're extremely pretty. Because Texel crosses are really pretty. Hi, you're still standing here. Oh, and you're very lovely. Yes, you are. Hi. Hi, girl. You're really nice. This is lying over here with her two lambs by the jumping box. And as I was walking up here, one of them was actually on top of the jumping box. And she's chewing her cud, snuggled up with her lambs. More hay for the coveralls back here. So we fed 2 bales in the main barn this morning. These Suffolks are getting a bale too. And I'm going to imagine the Dorsets too. We're averaging right now about 4 round bales a day that we're feeding. The barn Arnie's taking the manure out of. He's almost done this side. Hi, you guys. Hi. Hi. I gotta hide because, oh, calamity. I'm not bringing bottles and they all come to me. Hi, Seymour. Hi, Sheila. Sorry. You guys are big enough now. Hi, Cracker. Hi, Cracker. How you doing? Pinky, run. You need some exercise. Okay, you gotta see some of the hairdos on these girls. I like this one right here. Her. You look lovely. This guy is so much like his dad. You would swear if you looked at Gladiator at this age, they're identical. The face is identical, the body's identical, the temperament's identical. He's a real sweetheart. So I just had to call him Commander. He's gone back to the feeder now. But I try not to name them if I think they're going to a new home. But like him a lot. Again, we have to go into town again this morning, so we'll be rounding these guys up shortly. You guys are looking so nice. We're gonna be separating them all very, very shortly now. Hi, Seymour. Hi, baby. The time I like the least is when we separate them, because that's when we have to make the tough decisions. Okay, guys, we're heading back to the barn now. No more playing with the moldy bales. You guys, I can't believe that you've got such nice hay back in the barn and you'd have to play here. Come on. Come on. Oops, don't fall. No, don't go back around. You're playing with me.
Down there at the dot there, right here at 43, there was a real nice one. Right along the
43?
Yeah.
But it's
don't go that way.
But it's the green writing, right? Right here?
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, that's Cracker, Arnie. That's the one Michael likes.
Come on,
That's what happens when you make a ring around the rosy area. Getting them in is not always as easy. Hi, Sheila. Hi. You're lovely. No, I don't want you that way, though. That's right. Here come the crew. They're all eating off the snowbank.
They don't go out much in the afternoon when I let them out.
Oh, siesta time, eh?
Lynn's asked me to put some straw down for the pen. She wants to get those little lambs out of the jug so they can have an open pen. So that's my goal this afternoon. We're going to do a little bit of work on that. And I'm going to show you something today. That red barn right there with the wreath on it. I can't swear by it, but That barn is about 150 years old. It could be a little older than that. I'm not really quite sure. I'm going to find that out someday how old that structure is. The part in the front, what we call the milk house, it was built on later. And the feed room was built on, and all the towers for the feed was all installed back in the late 60s and 70s and 80s. But we're gonna take a look at this old barn today because it fascinates me, and we're gonna talk a little bit about it. I'm gonna put some straw down today, and we're gonna get a pen ready for Lynn, and I'm going to show you what's involved in this old red barn. This is what I love about life. So this old barn here, like I said, it's about 150 years old. It's in actually extremely good shape. And you can see all the woodwork here. I know to Europeans it's kind of a joke, but for Canadians, history, these barns are hard to find anymore. They're all going to fall down. People are not doing the maintenance on it. But anyways, I love this old barn, and I'm hoping when I quit farming that that someone will keep it up, and this barn will never fall down. Anyways, so what we do here is, since we have so much room, we dump about 600 square bales. We just let them fall loosely in the mouths, and we slide them down those chutes right there. Right there is a chute, and they slide down to the barn, and that's how we feed creep pens for the little small square bales. We used to make a lot of straw bales for straw. I'm going to quit doing that in the future because I can't keep the mice out of the barley bales because there's a little bit of grain left in the straw, and the mice are having a field day with the string. So I'm not going to do this, but we are going to clean this all up in the next couple of years. So today, I'm going to fork up these broken bales, and we're going to slide them down this chute right here. I'll open up for you. We're going to slide them down the chute, down to the main barn, and we're going to use it for bedding. So we're trying to use it up. But I'm just going to give you a little bit of a history if some people don't realize about these old barns. So right now, I don't know if you can see it, but right there, there's an old, we call it an elevator. It's a machine to move square bales. And we installed that back in the 70s. It goes up in the front there. It's hard to see it, I think. I think you can see it right there. And those small square bales are on a track. They go down, and I can dump them wherever I want. So there's a plow up there that slides them off. So that was installed back in the 70s. When I was a child, because I was born here, this barn here can hold 7,000 square bales. And believe me, when I say we had it stacked right into that top peak. It was unbelievable how we stacked these bales. 7,000 of them would fill this barn. We took about 15,000 square bales in a year. So that went on for about 30 or 20 years when I was a child until we quit making square bales. But a little history about this barn. So we're standing right now in, I'm not sure what they really call it, but this is sort of yeah, I don't know the right word to use. So I plywood this section up, if you can look at it. But there used to be two monster doors here, and there used to be a gangway, you used to call it. It was a ramp that came up in the barn. So these barns were designed for loose hay. So they would drive the horses up this gangway, up these big doors that's boarded off now, and they would drive the horses. It's hard to see it, but they would drive the horses right up into here when the straw wasn't here. And there's right in the front of that barn there, behind the straw, there's a door. There's a big window. It's actually a sliding door, which they would open up, and the team of horses would stand there while there's a track right on top there. You can't see it. There's a metal track right there, and if you look real carefully, right there is part of the fork is left. That fork would slide down that track. It would come down, and it would spear the load of hay, loose hay, and then they would lift it up, slide it over, and they would dump it into these mows. So these barns were made for loose hay. And once the wagon was empty from the loose hay, they would take the wagon off the harnesses, off the horses. They would run the wagon back down the gangway out in the yard, and they would turn the horses around, and they would hook up the wagon again and go and get another load of hay. So it was quite a process. So in order to withstand the horses in this barn here, right here on this floor, the floor is 4 inches thick. So a good heavy horse wouldn't fall through the floor. And that went on for years before square balers came out. So these barns were so massive. This barn's 42 feet high to the peak. It's one of the higher barns around. And it's got a hip roof on it. If you can see, the roof has a hip on it, so it actually takes more hay in. So these barns were made specially for loose hay. And well, those days are all gone now. So the barns don't hold a lot of value anymore. But to me, the workmanship in the beams here is mind-boggling. How they would get it up that high, and all the beams are cut in with wooden pegs. See that? All wooden pegs. But anyways, don't like to bore you, but that's a little bit of our old barn here. Like I said, I've been here my whole life, and Lynn's met me later on in my life. But I do hope that someone keeps the barn up after I leave. It'll be a shame to have it fall down. Anyways, I'm going to get to work. I got my fork here. I'm going to fork some of this loose straw down this hole. I'm going to bed this pen up. And I'll talk to you shortly.
So that's it for today. Thank you for watching. And I hope you'll join us again tomorrow for the next episode at Ewetopia Farms. Bye for now.